for those that don't know why this even happened, which episode is it that Jax just gets kind of fucked over with the maid? Yeah. His reaction was so surprising and different than what we expected, and genuinely something that seemed to upset him to a degree we hadn't seen before. It gives a different kind of energy. A lot of people like, it's okay if he's not trans. I'm not gonna say that he has to be, but there are so many signs, and Goosework did not make it any fucking better when the room that he lives in, like when we got that episode, it did not really, well, let's just say, make the allegations any better. But there's a different kind of happiness and joy you get from a trans mask representation, not only because, you know, I'm trans mask, my bestie is trans mask. Say hi, bestie.
Hey, I feel called out.
But it's also the thing that, like, not a lot of people even get trans representation, especially trans mask representation. Like, how many trans mask people can you think off the top of your head that are represented in media? Like, come on, Chad, come on. Let's just straight up the trans flag. And it's also the fact that the way he reacts, getting so upset.
What the heck? Who did this? You! Jax, you're up to bat.
Don't wanna. I quite look like this though. Seems fitting for you though. I figured you'd be into this.
What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just having fun.
This is not typical. We've never seen him this mad over something before, and it's the fact that he has to look a little bit more femme. Does that not scream dysphoria to you? But like for me, as someone who will get generally very upset if I have to be in femme clothing, and I get a lot of dysphoria. I'm very reactionary when I have to, which I have not been forced to wear any type of clothing. But just the reaction of it reminds me a lot of when I had to pick out clothes because I got to borrow, I got clothes that my mom didn't want, and a lot of it was like very feminine clothing, and I physically like retracted at it because of how genuinely bad my dysphoria can get at times. Palabread says, I'm trans femme and this is way more trans mask. I cannot see the trans femme here. The amount of reaction he gets out of it, like I can get if you're a man and you don't want to wear something, you would probably throw a bit of a hissy fit over it. But the fact that he reacts so specifically over the dress.
Zubal also says that they've never seen Jax this upset over something.
Never seen you this upset about something.
Jax!
So in... Okay, hi Kinger. So in the amount of how many years they've been there, which they probably have been in different clothing, he has never been this upset before. That says something. And if you really want to really dig into every little specific detail, Agenda NB points out the dysphoria. Someone who is very well aware and has been represented showing actual dysphoria in episodes points out, this masculine guy is very uncomfortable and becoming genuinely upset about being in a maid costume, something that's very generally represented within feminine people. You are not hurting anyone by headcanoning Jax as trans mask. I do not see anywhere where you would be hurting someone else by headcanoning him as it. For me, it's very much a comfort thing where I don't have a lot of representation, so I'll take it where I can fucking get it kind of situation. But with other people, there might be I don't know if you see any harm with this. I don't. I guess you could let me know, you know. I also saw a lot of people say that it's very forced when there are signs there that can be said both ways. I suppose it can be either that he just genuinely has a bad memory with the dress, it has nothing to do with being trans, and with the room that he grew up with siblings that are girls, and he gets reminded of it in the pink room, but it's become such an integral part of him. You can be feminine you can be a feminine person despite being masculine, despite being a man, and not be transgender, but there is parts there that when you line them up in a specific way for people who have gone through that, it would very much understandably be something that we would relate to, and that is not that bad when it comes to a character that is, one, we have not seen their actual physical body. Jax is shown as a bunny. Physical body. 2, he's a fucking character of age, might I add.
Think we all look weird.
Excuse you. This is what peak male performance looks like. My ears and tail are kind of the pinnacle of masculinity.
You don't have a tail?
What are you talking about? Yes, I do. What the? Where's my tail?
I want to say that in this clip, it specifically made me remember this clip. As I was speaking about it, I didn't show it on stream, but this clip just shows how performative it is, because he's speaking about, oh, male performance, peak masculinity, but it feels so much like a front that a lot of people who, especially myself, who have a lot of issues with passing, would probably try and push out as much as possible outwardly. And though I don't talk about male performance or that sort of stuff, I do see the echo of kind of not being confident enough in yourself, that you look masculine, that you present masculine, that you are male, like everybody sees you that way, and forcing that so much outwards because it is so important to him. It could be a self-esteem issue, but it also reads to me as someone who wants to look a way that they might not be looking in real life, or that they might not feel like they pass enough, that they aren't male enough, masculine enough. It all kind of echoes that kind of feeling in people, especially with Jax being so... He has such a masking, like... You can see in different points, he will go around, he will act all happy and act all entertaining and stuff like that, because he knows that the viewers are watching, but there's also part of him that blanks out and kind of forgets to put on that mask, and that just adds to the, like, I guess he wants to present in a certain way, and all of that can really, really get back to the LGBTQ topic on hand, where he wants so badly to pass, even in a body, like in a body he has no control over. But he adds on extra, he gets extra just because he wants to pass so goddamn badly. And when there's something that's out of his control, for example, the tail, he will get upset by it. Or when he gets in clothing that he doesn't feel comfortable with, you can see him crashing out, because it's genuinely a thing to him that is more important than you might have realized.